Real pace. Charles Leclerc has coped brilliantly. He won in Spa. He wins in Monza.
Inside the 20, Cook is chasing Munster, yes!
Balotelli. Aguero. Staggering. Just staggering.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Dose Sports Podcast, and we like to change the setting in this place, don't we? We do change very often, but in a different place this time. And Charlie and Ben, thanks for joining me.
Jeez, it's a bit fucking cold, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's on the cold side.
Yeah. Talking about last week, Chuckers multi.
Where were we talking about?
I want to get straight into it. So just so everyone knows, it is Ben's multi, and Ben won the 1.5k,
Yeah.
and then another $600 on the weekend.
Look, what was 600 on?
It was like 7 legs, and it was some of them were the same. It was a bonus bet, and it expired that day, and I chucked it on, and it came off. I didn't realise till Monday morning.
That's very good.
Yeah,
How
look,
fucking
if
good.
someone's going to tell me you cop a concussion, I'll cop one for a power win and Chuckers multi to get up.
Yeah, you
So,
are worse
look-
for wear. Tell the
look-
listeners what happened.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, well,
yeah, well,
Chucky had some beers. He'd been drinking since 3, and he was like, "Oh fuck it, boys."
3 years old or 3.
It was 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Both.
And he was saying, not both, you fucking gimp. He was saying that, I reckon I can be chokehold for fucking ages.
To be fair, we have discussed it before on the podcast how long we've been chokehold, and I've tried it before. 10 seconds, like I was like getting light. I was going.
Yeah, well, I had a few drinks at that point, and it was, 3 p.m. start,
Finish it
about
about
midnight.
1.
So I've gone. Oh, choke me out. I've not gone to sleep. I've done it standing up. I've gone to sleep, and I fell and hit my head unconscious. So
May or may not post a 2-second clip on the Instagram if you want to see.
There's enough interest, of
If
course.
there's enough interest.
Maybe it could be
Yeah, but
OnlyFans material. Chuck does dumb shit.
someone's gonna tell
.com.
me you do that, but then the multi goes through 2 on the trot, power win as well. I don't know how many on the trot that is, like 4 or 5. Look, Benny's had his vacation now. He's gone.
I've had the greatest weekend.
He's gone,
Like,
hey.
you think your weekend was good? I didn't. Nothing lost in my weekend.
Yeah.
Everything won.
The week off good?
I won mine footy. Tigers won. Swans won. I came like top
Tigers
1% in Supercoach without captaining Cleary, and I won 2.1k.
Yeah.
That's probably weekend. That's probably weekend of the year when I look
If
back
you-
on it. New Year's this year.
Look, all
I
I
don't
say
think you
is
can get a better weekend.
we're looking forward.
Maybe
Strongie's had a Strongie's had a week off. That week off's going to lead to about a month vacation with
Yeah.
the multi I've got planned
Mm-hmm.
for later.
Right.
So
Easy.
We'll get into that
Yeah.
shortly.
Going into the next segment. I haven't done this for a while. Top 4. We're going to go top 4 sporting movies of all time. And my number 4, I went with Warrior, a UFC movie. Tom Hardy and I'm not sure the other actor is, but they sort of face in a final 8 competition to get into the UFC. I think it's a great movie, great fighting movie.
yep. So my 4th one was a Blast from the Past.
Ooh.
One favourite childhood
Happy
sporting
Gilmore?
movie. No. Kicking and Screaming. Will Ferrell.
He's screaming. I'm
Kicking and Screaming. It's like a soccer movie.
Oh.
Used to be my favourite when I was growing up. So shout out.
All right, nice. That's good.
Just looking through the selections here. Let's go. Number 4. Fuck. Rocky 3.
That Rocky 3, is that the one? That's not the one where he beats Drago in Russia.
No,
Well, I don't know,
that's
there's a lot of them,
that's
so I just
the
have to take my
Apollo
pick of
Creed,
one.
isn't it? Yeah,
Apollo
no.
Creed's Apollo Creed, I think.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well, talking about Rocky, I had number 3 as the Rocky series.
Jokes, no, I fucking take that back. Moneyball.
Moneyball
Fourth.
does.
I'm going legit, like,
Yeah.
top 4 movies
Yeah.
that are based about sport. Yeah,
Yeah.
Moneyball at 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Number 3 was the Rocky series. Just
That's
like
good. Yeah. You can just
Yeah.
the training scenes, like
The one where
watch
he's
them now.
running up the stairs.
Yeah.
I always, that statue in the movies, I thought that was real. His statue, like I thought that was actually in Philadelphia. It's not. It's not real.
So Johnny got his private jet out to Philly. He goes, oh shit, it's not there.
No, it's called Google, but it's
But,
alright.
yeah, just
number 3 Rocky series.
the Rocky training music. Whatever you do, that G's you up.
It is that.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3.
Number 3, I went Rush Formula One movie.
Oh, that was a cracking
That's
movie.
a really good movie.
Good movie?
Very good.
Yeah.
It talks about Niki Lauda versus James Hunt and their two wives. They're very like, opposite personalities, and they sort of battle for the world championship, and it comes down to the last race. It's very good, based on a true story. That's good.
I'm gonna go The Blind Side. Bit of an emotional one. But it is a good movie
That is a
though.
very
It's such
good
a
movie.
feel good story.
Sandra Bullock action.
Bit of Sandra Bullock action.
Yeah,
nah,
that
cracking.
movie.
I love it.
If I was close to crying in a movie, that'd be it. Makes me feel good, that movie.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Number 2, Chuck.
Number 2, Coach Carter.
Oh, that's a banger.
I reckon it's a banger.
That is.
I
a
was gonna
banger.
go 1. That's my one.
Coach Carter's great. Samuel L. Jackson. Few of the boys, they're a bit, you know,
Yeah.
lo-
Rough around the edges.
rough around the edges, and he sets it out straight.
Yeah, he does.
Perform well on the court and off the court.
Yeah, that's good. It's similar to that series they're doing now on Netflix. That Last Chance U basketball series.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like pretty similar to that in a movie concept. Number 2 for me. Strong did mention The Blind Side. That is my number 2. And
Yep.
what is your number 2?
I'm gonna go Chariots of Fire.
Ooh,
Oldie but a goldie.
that is good.
1981.
Chariots of Fire. That is a very good one. That is
That is a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah, that is a great movie.
Oh, that could have actually snuck into my top 4.
Can't say
Anyway.
I've seen it, so she's not.
You've
right.
definitely seen it.
You've seen it.
You'll have seen it.
Have I?
Yeah, 100%.
What's it based on? What sport?
That's a great question.
I can't even remember. I've definitely watched it though.
It's your number 2 or number 1. You don't know what sport it's on. You
Mate, I'm fucking on Google at the moment trying to pick out movies
I
that
have
I've
watched
seen.
it. I can't. I remember it's a good. I actually
Oh,
can't.
should we do a little bit of a trailer? Watch the trailer. Just for a mental refresh.
Yeah, go on.
No. Alright, Chuck, what's your
Number
your
one.
one?
Number 1, Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy
Happy Gilmore is.
Of course it is, because you're a fucking gimp.
Happy Gilmore's a great movie.
Adam Sandler, Chucky's like Happy Gilmore in real life.
No, but like Shooter coming out doing his fucking cameos.
Oh, they're good.
They're hilarious.
No, my favourite character is the nurse in the nursing home.
Oh.
He's just he's a dick. And when the grandma leaves, and he's like, she's like, oh, can I get a cup of milk? And she's like, you can have a warm glass. Shut the hell up. that's one of my favourite lines.
Yeah, but you're gonna say the ball's got to go home.
Ball's got to go home.
And
Good
look,
energy.
The philosophy, Mitchy Moses is bringing that onto the rugby field.
How have you brought in Parramatta into Happy Gilmore?
Well, it's true. Like how he's goal kicking, he's got that bit of golf swing on him.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up.
Alright, my number 1. It was between 2. It was between Happy Gilmore or Footy Legends.
Ooh.
Footy Legends? No, I'm joking. It's definitely Happy Gilmore. Footy Legends with Matty Johns and all those blokes. That was a terrible movie, but yeah, number 1 Happy Gilmore for me.
Number 1, it actually hasn't come out yet, but it's
Ooh.
going to be my number 1. I assure you.
Tigers.
It's
Premiership.
No. Silverwater, starring Jared Hayne. Manu Battlebe.
The longest
Cracker.
yard part 2.
Yeah, cracker of a movie.
Oh no.
Rapist and a drug smuggler end up in the same rugby team in jail. You know what happens. They tear up, they win a couple of ranks together. It's just made for cinema.
And I've added a additional
Yeah.
favorite documentary, The Test on Amazon.
That
Can't
is
beat
good.
it.
Yeah.
No, mate, The Last Dance is by far the best sporting doco series ever.
Unpopular opinion. I watched 2 episodes and I thought this is not for me. I stopped after 2 episodes. I thought this is just not it.
Really.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, it's fucking great. I
It's a bit
stopped
of-
after like
that's
four
a bit
episodes.
of a nuffy
No,
sort of
I mean, yeah, the Last Dance is that good. Like, who is Michael Jordan? I don't know. We started the Nuffy calls really early tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know. We wouldn't want that after
we
a public apology
okay,
2 weeks running.
Jeez, I've actually had a real bad time.
I actually got 8 out of 8 in tipping as well.
Strong's been on fire.
Yeah.
I got
I
8,
thought-
6 and
I thought
7.
the Knights had
I think,
half.
to be
half a-
fair, I did pick it before Ponga. Ponga went did his groin, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move in to the fan favourite. Give me a dose. Give me a dose. Cameron Bancroft is throwing current and former teammates under the bus. Well, definitely not current. He's never making it back in the team.
Oh, there was discussion about it. He's played well in Sherwood.
Yeah, I don't think he's done. He's done. Anyway,
Well, like all he said was like, you know,
this is what.
what do you think?
Yeah,
Basically.
the thing I think.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah, no, but the thing what I think is what happened. Reading on text is sometimes a bit deceiving. Like when you read the transcript, can be a bit deceiving. I think he sort of asked questions, like, because it was just some random interview and it wasn't really Ashes related or whatever, and he's just been talking about it, and he sort of just slipped in a question about it, and he sort of just given a throwaway line, and I don't think he really thought about how he said it and what it could, the behind meaning of it could be. So I think it's just more of a throwaway line, but I think he has thrown it under the bus.
Like there's word on the street that like the integrity unit looking at the thingo again, 2018 ball tampering scandal that's been reopened. So in that regard, you would say he's thrown them under the bus, but they came out and said, we
strongly deny that.
Check the state of the condition of the ball.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's right. Yeah. Like, it takes common sense, and the people who got most upset about the ball tampering were the people that it was people that knew nothing about cricket.
Who hadn't played cricket. Yeah, I think we've talked about that.
So, in reality, what he's saying, he shouldn't say it. He doesn't need to reopen what's happened. No. Yeah. But if anyone in that team's going to deny that they knew what was happening, it's just like, we've all played its team sport. Like, you basically know everything that happened.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think you got to. It's over now. Like what's happened. You just got to put it behind it, and by reopening, it's not the people. It's not the cricket media really who's reopening. It's people just who don't really care about cricket.
Yeah, who gives
trying
a
to talk about it. Yeah.
So many other countries when they do it, they're like two game ban.
Why does Pakistan cheat that much, and no one really cares what they do, but
and all the Saffers do as well. Yeah. Tons of them got done for cheating the last 10 years. No, ridiculous.
Don't give me. Give me a dose that he's throwing him under the bus.
Give me a dose. He's 100% throwing him under the bus.
Yeah.
NRL match grounds should be expanded in terms of location and stuff like that.
In terms of just location?
Location, the amount of times per year.
Yeah. Look, I think it's sort of got to be like the Boxing Day test, that real traditional once a year.
I think if you're trying to compare something like the Boxing Day test to that, you've already got Anzac Day. I think that's really like the peak. If you're gonna pick a round of sport in the NRL, so a round of NRL that compares to like a Boxing Day, I think Anzac Day is already ticking that.
I feel like the only Anzac Day game that like in the NRL that really gets people into Anzac Day is Trips Dragons. It really doesn't have the effect on the whole round. Like it is kind of underwhelming the way the NRL do it.
Has been such a big success the last 2 years. Like the ground held up really well, and the crowds are massive.
Ground did.
I think it was like 140k.
Oh, ground looked
in the
trash.
3 days.
It looked. It was dead.
For 8 games, that's
it looked
up
dead.
Well.
Dead.
The grass was dead, mate. All you have to do is look at the photos before and after, and it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you expecting though? Like,
Suncorp won't be usable for at least a week and a half. Yeah. Probably won't be that good in 2 weeks. But look, I liked Toby Rudolph's idea of playing it, and this is what I see.
He's definitely been listening to us.
Is that you should it shouldn't be played in Brisbane. I don't see the value of being played in Brisbane. Play it where you want to expand the game. So think about WA, New Zealand, Adelaide, and in Melbourne.
I was thinking that, but then like the longer I thought about it, if you go to Perth for 8 days. Optus Stadium, how much is an Optus? 60-odd thousand?
Over 60,000.
Yeah. Are you going to be able to sell that out for the whole time? Especially in Perth, like...
Yeah, but, like, the long-term investment you're making is way bigger than the short-term, whether you can fill the stadium out.
Yeah, but it won't be the same sort of spectacle, and you won't get the same atmosphere. Like...
But that's not the point. The point of Magic Round should be to grow the game and get new people involved in the sport. Otherwise,
I don't think so. I think it's meant to have that carnival sort of atmosphere.
Like, I was thinking,
like what you get at like rugby sevens, where just heaps of games consecutively back to back. It's
so then the NRL is just taking the spectacle that they can use to make the game bigger in Australia, and they're just wasting it.
Well, I think
what's the point?
I think New Zealand is a great idea to do it at. I'm not. When I was thinking about when you go to like, especially, so what happens if there's like obviously Perth's AFL dominated, and we know that. Do you think they can get 140,000 like they were in Suncorp?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You think they can?
They'll get more.
No way.
Yeah, they'll get more. They'll get more. I don't think Suncorp was even sold out any day.
No, it was.
The Saturday night
was sold out. And Friday night. Sorry, when Manly Brisbane was.
Friday was not sold.
There were like
20,000 people.
Do the maths. 140. Divide that by 3.
50. That's almost 50k.
That's almost 50 per day.
Yeah, almost 50 per day, and it holds 60.
Oh, 53.
Yeah, but like it's
Anyway,
still
I just don't think
massive success.
Yeah, look, I don't think it'll be that much of a
Yeah,
success.
I don't mind moving into New Zealand.
I'd have it if I was going to do it. I'd play it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going to play it somewhere else, I wouldn't take it away from Brisbane. I'd make it an additional one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch the last two around because I know the last one will go a bit longer. Damien Hardwick's comments about playing a home game at Marvel highlights the AFL's Victorian bias.
You need a bit of insight, Chuck.
No comment.
Redacted.
Richmond played GWS at Marvel Stadium on Saturday night as a Richmond home game, and Richmond play their home games at the G, and then only leave Victoria for like 7 games a year.
Yep.
So I think it does.
Yeah.
I think there is a bit of a Victorian bias.
Yep.
Like whether people want to admit it or not, the fact that Richmond barely play an away game all year is a bias in itself.
Yeah.
And then complaining about whether you play it on Marvel or the MCG is just a bit ludicrous. Like you're playing footy where you play the game.
Yeah.
In reality, it doesn't matter when you're when you're a professional athlete. Like you play on the best surfaces in Australia. So, yeah, I think it's a bit soft of a comment.
It's just, having a bit of a cry.
It's not like Marvel and the MCG are fucking so far away from each other.
It's like a 15-minute. It's like 15 minutes to get there.
Like
it's right there.
It's in the same like 4 suburbs.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It was like, shut the fuck up.
All right, last one. I know this one, bit of a discussion will be had. Give me a dose. I support the new NRL high contact rules. I'll let Ben go first because
Nah, you're going first. Let's hear this. Arjun's got a deep explanation for why you should be allowed to tackle people in the head.
No, so
I 100% don't give me a dose on these new, not new rulings, not 100%. That obviously head high. Concussion's a massive issue in NRL. That's not the point that I'm trying to make here. I'm trying to make a point that these rules actually don't really sort of help or defer the actions of what they're doing because
they do.
Yes, but in the most extreme, like we're looking at the 3 send-offs on the weekend. I don't think anyone's disagreeing on those send-offs. They're all send-offs.
But like they probably weren't send-offs prior to that round.
But
they always should have been send-offs. Is the point? The game wasn't tougher because you get hit not having the ball.
Yeah,
right.
Like, it's just
they all send-off.
But my point is, looking at the Lachlan Burr sort of situation, you physically cannot avoid hitting Tedesco there, where his body angle is changing rapidly, going down into Lachlan Burr's shoulder.
But you need to understand that's the tackler's fault.
No,
you can't. If you tackle someone high, saying their body weight was lower is not an excuse.
Especially the way Tedesco runs, you can't. You aim up and on someone's chest, and when in that split second,
you don't aim up on someone's chest.
No, to secure the ball, especially tackling technique has changed over the years.
But that technique's wrong.
No, well,
that's the point. Like you shouldn't be tackling the chest.
The point of contact, what Johnny's trying to say, the point of contact Burr made on Tedesco's head was like below chest, and you're arguing like for Burr to go down when Tedesco was almost at his knees at the point of contact. It's not malicious, the act. It's just because Tedesco was so low at the point of contact.
And then also, the
act doesn't have to be malicious for you to get sent off. Like you can't look at some of these things and go, like on the field, was it malicious or not? Like that, you can't really make a judgment call there.
But if it's going to the bunker to get sin binned,
if you make the contact, the bunker doesn't judge on whether it was malicious.
Yeah,
that's what the judiciary does.
Yeah, but they need an expert, obviously, in there to judge that Lachlan Burr shouldn't have been a sin bin.
The bunker is there to make a call on whether the contact was high.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The judiciary is there to make a call on like how long the sentence should be for it.
Lachlan Burr, you should, by losing a player. I mean, Cowboys. At what point did he go off?
I think Cowboys were down by 6 or 8.
Yeah, but it goes in swings and roundabouts. Satila Tupanua got sent off when they were 18 points up.
Yeah, but like that was
changed the game. That's the only reason the Cowboys ever got in the game is because Tupanua went off.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is that it shouldn't be like that. Like we look at the points differences on the weekend. Games are over in about before first half was done, and looking at that.
That was a problem before this weekend.
But it sort of accentuated the problem.
I definitely agree with like the rule change in how the intent what the intent's trying to do. But
the
to give teams like 10 days notice, I think it was.
No, it was Friday night. They got a confirmation email that saying this is the final.
Yeah,
rules.
well, my point is
some of the clubs didn't do their due diligence. Like Trent Barrett coming on and when he asked, "Oh, when did you hear about the rule?" "Oh, I was on the way to captain's run." It's like, well,
No, that's when
yeah.
they sent
Well,
the
what's
email.
wrong with that? You don't need 10 days notice to not tackle people high.
But the point is,
you guys are missing the point. That's
but
the
the
problem.
point is, it's so beneficial as a defender to try and wrap up the ball.
Do you want to break down the rule? Like really simple. The rule is you cannot make contact with someone's head and neck.
Yeah, but
okay.
yes,
So you know how you resolve.
You want to be trying to aim at the
There's no
chest region
the gain
to wrap
in
up the ball to slow
yeah,
the play the ball
the
down.
gain
and
in
to
tackling
make them
low.
not
You
able
have to change the weight. So you go. Maybe you have to go legs first, like you should.
but the gain in tackling low, it just wingers. I mean, I've heard on the radio they were talking about wingers. They've been told not to tackle low in the last 10 or 15 years because it just allows for that attacker to get up and play the ball and get on the front go, and especially.
But you don't play play the ball if you're on the ground.
No, as a legs tackle because you're not being
You're not on. You haven't made the dominant tackle. You're not on top of them.
yeah.
So the dominant that second tackle that tackle that goes for the ball should be the second tackle anyway. If you're doing a proper technique, look at the end of the day, the rule is because you can't hit people in the neck and the head. And if players are getting sent off for that, that is the player's fault.
Yeah, but I agree with that. But I think
what's wrong with the rule?
But there's nothing. What I think is wrong with the rule is because
the officiating the rule is officiating the game.
Players have not had the time to adjust to that rule because there is a severe disadvantage of tackling.
There wasn't a rule change, just so we can clarify that. They just said they were going to crack down on high tackles.
Yeah, so that is a rule change.
That's not a rule change. There's no change of rule. They said no.
The punishment is different.
No. The punishment differed, not the rule change. What happens after you break the rule changed? So how the rule should have always been officiated since the game began is if you tackle someone high, it's an automatic penalty.
If you rob your corner store and it used to be you get a fine, now it's you're getting sentenced to life. I think
there's a little bit of a difference there.
I know that was an extreme.
No shit, there's a difference. That's not an argument though, you fucking moron.
No, it is. Like, there's more.
No, it's not. It's not an argument.
My second point,
just so we can clarify, I didn't know the law isn't an argument for anyone interested. I didn't know that was illegal. Okay. That is not a law.
Anyway, my second point and why I disagree, you cannot make the game faster and then put this rule in because especially forwards are more fatigued. They've got to stick an arm out. If you don't stick an arm out, say Tedesco comes through, not sticking an arm out just to try get on the chest or something like that. He's gone through, and your job next week is gone. Your job security is gone.
That's your fault. If you're not fit enough and good enough to continue making good tackles all game.
But then what's the point of having props? Like, props will become irrelevant in the game in about 5-10 years if this is the
That has nothing to do with the rule. That has nothing to do with high contact.
Well, you're changing the form of the NRL. You're changing what the NRL is about, and obviously the NRL is a contact sport. No one has thought, oh no, NRL, no, contact. Oh, we don't want that. Obviously, people are gonna get hurt. It's a contact sport. It's not like soccer where
saying obviously people are going to get hurt is just an appalling argument because you're not dealing with a broken. Like the thing you are failing to understand is you are not dealing with a broken arm or a broken leg. It doesn't just heal. That's not how concussion works.
So. But players know what they're getting into with concussion. But it's the same as boxers going into, no, I'm going to get punched in the head. I'm obviously going to get concussions at some point. They know the risk they're taking when they go playing the game.
Are you saying the rule should never be implemented at all?
The severity of the rule that was before this round was...
Have you ever, just out of curiosity, genuine curiosity, in a game, have you ever been hit in the head?
Yeah.
When?
When I used to play League.
How old are you?
15.
Fuck off, you played League at 15.
I did.
So under 16s, before you came to Bancroft.
Under 15s.
That's the person that's had the most concussions on the desk here. I think...
Yeah, so what were you saying today?
The rule is fine.
The rule is completely fine.
I agree with Strong there, but how it was put into place with the lack of notice was not fine. Because
but how
the NRL, it's like your boss going, all right, we're going to change the rules around here, but not give you tools to show how to react to the rule change. Like, the players had no idea in terms of how to react to the rule change given by the NRL.
But it's always been a rule, mate. Like, that's the problem.
They're sort of going, we'll just punish you enough times to make you force the challenge.
All the change in the punishment showed was that players are ill-disciplined and the rules aren't actually being
Yeah, but-
enforced and officiated.
The point is accidental, like an incidental head contact, where it might be both 50-50, both the attackers and defenders' fault. Seeing defenders.
The attacker's never at fault, just so you understand that.
No, but no,
You know, the referee's job, the ref's job in terms of player welfare is to protect the person with the ball.
Okay, when you set in that little millisecond before you're about to make a tackle, you cannot predict someone's going to drop their head height that much. You physically cannot make a change to do that.
The
And
point is, you shouldn't be aiming. You're
For the-
completely missing. That's not how you tackle.
because then you give up quick
Yeah, well,
play
I heard
balls.
James Graham say something pretty good on
Oh.
Big League Rap.
Oh, I said the same thing on 360.
Yeah,
couple
so
weeks ago.
he was like,
Change it.
he was he referred to like a baseball pitcher tries to deceive the batsman by putting like changing their pace or changing the swing on the ball.
Yeah.
And he was basically referring to like that's what the ball runner's job is to try and do to the defender. Quick change of direction and change of speed at point of contact to try and I guess deceive the defender. And then that can result in a late arm out tackle or
So it
a
should be-
contact point.
So it should be a penalty, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's saying
Yeah, you shouldn't be sinned in for it. Is
Why
what I'm
not?
saying.
It depends on every incident.
It's not
It's not the
intent.
It wasn't the intent of the defender to start high. They must have been. I'd say Lockenberg was starting pretty much mid-chest, below that even,
Yeah.
with that tackle.
Pretty
How?
sure Teddy's both of your heights and Lachlan Burr's not that tall.
No, but the amount
No,
he
no, it's
dropped
not the height. It's the his body height at point of contact.
from where
So,
he starts
so
with the
every
ball.
person naturally running full pel and going on a slight angle, passing the ball, drops their body.
No, but the significant, like the amount before he, like literally half a second before to the point of contact, the drop was about that much.
So you're saying that it should be completely fine for Lachlan Burr
No, it's not.
to
It's a
clean
penalty.
out.
That's a penalty. I'm not disagreeing that's a penalty, but that's not a sin bin.
Why not?
He can't avoid it.
Yeah, it's
He
completely
physically cannot
avoidable. Yeah, that's
avoid it.
bullshit if you think you can't avoid any head-high contact.
Yeah,
and
but-
even if it's an accident, it doesn't matter. Why do you think it matters if it's an accident? Like, why does it matter?
No,
Well, because like the NRL haven't give any incentive to tackle around the
There's
legs.
no
there's zero incentive at the
to
moment.
tackle around the legs.
Besides the fact, if you want to go at the legs, you put yourself as a defender more at risk to a concussion
Yeah.
rather than you going at the ball. If there's a way to to slow down the play of the ball going around the legs, or if you like knowing that your risk of getting concussed is reduced.
To play the ball is supposed to be quick, though. Like, that's...
Yeah, but
in
it's
league,
already
al-
quick.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be slow. It was never supposed to be slow. It's supposed to be an advantage to the attacking team. It's
Yeah,
a
but
naturally attacking game.
So your job as a defender is
It's
to
to slow down the play of the ball.
So,
By going high and wrapping the ball up, that's where you slow down the play of the ball.
Yeah, but if you don't take them to the ground, you do realise quick play the balls come from either extremely agile players on the ground that
No,
get
but
out of
if you
wrestling
have a
maneuvers
leg
quickly,
tackle
or ones that are
and
never
they're
taking
on
the ground.
you can't get a second person then in to secure the ball, and that's the referee calls held. You've got to get up, and they've literally, when they're on the ground, you've only made a legs tackle. You can't secure the ball. The quick play the ball. They've gone. Harry
no.
Grant's exploited that one out of dummy half, and they've gone and scored. That's the whole point that I'm getting at.
That's a defence's job to get back to marker and get back to 10.
But you can't when you're making legs tackles like that. You physically cannot do that.
Yes, you can. No one goes when you're on the ground unless you get a break. Goes, oh, that was a really good quick play. Most quick play the balls come from when they go high. They can.
No, they don't.
high.
They come from when they're low.
No,
You don't have it just
they come from when you haven't made a dominant tackle as a defender. If
And
the
that's
defender's
generally when
on
you go
top
low.
of you,
You're taught to tackle around the waist, lift the person
Not
up, put them
anymore.
back on their back.
Especially at the NRL level, they don't.
no, you're taught to
You're
put
not
them on the
taught.
back.
You're not taught to tackle in the NRL.
No,
You already
yes,
play
you
in
are.
the league for like 12 years of your
No.
life. You know how to
Trent
tackle.
Robinson said that they don't learn to tackle. They tackle around the top on NRL. Was he on 360 yesterday? I'm not sure what program he was on, but he was talking about how they haven't been taught to tackle around the legs in the last 15 years. That they've all been taught to go high.
Let's go down to a club rugby session this week and we'll ask Melee Teach to tackle.
I'm talking
'cause
about NRL.
You don't get taught how to tackle. You already know how to tackle.
Yeah,
They
and-
change the way and you tackle some. They want
Yeah.
you to change the way you tackle someone.
Well, my point is in union. Let's say union's similar contact, but there is so much more of an advantage by tackling around the legs because when the ruck gets formed, it's
5
slow
meters,
anyway.
and it's 5 meter gap
Yeah.
as well.
So, and and there's no incentive to wrap up the ball as well.
Yeah.
As long as there's enough time for the players to adapt to the rule change, because the punishment is harsher, and enough time for them to like start thinking about why you should be starting to tackle around the legs. Then the rule change is good because the intent.
The rule change. So what you're
right.
saying is this week the rule change should be
I don't
fine.
think it'll
No,
take a week. It'll take a long
pre-season.
time. It'll take a whole
No,
till
that's
next
soft.
year.
Man,
Because you got to learn.
the player.
Anyway, well,
I agree with that. 100%.
I agree. I'm
No,
not.
you don't agree.
I-
You
I-
can't
I-
say you agree after you're saying like all the incidents on the weekend were fine.
Not the
Because what the clubs also do is just cheat HIA protocols. A club doctor gives an HIA protocol.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's part of the game. Is what you're saying. Is like you're saying if Tedesco is allowed to drop your head, players will start doing that just to earn penalties. I'm telling you, that's what's going to.
You just have a rule for that. Players that are milking fake free kick.
How can you?
It's pretty
monitor
fucking
that?
easy. Well, no one's going to just drop their head around. It's such a pointless argument. Like, you're arguing such a weird side. You're
What,
just
saying that
arguing
it's
that,
incidental and accidental shouldn't be sin bin. How's that a weird point? That's literally the point that everyone else is making.
yeah, a bunch of fucking... Have you read a fucking page for an NRL? It's a bunch of
I disagree
retards.
with you in saying that, like, there needs to be a change.
I'm not saying there doesn't need to be a change, but I'm saying sin bins for accidental ones and incidental ones shouldn't be.
Yeah, but they're all accidental.
It's
What
the
do you
same in
mean?
union as
No.
well. It's accidental or not is the judiciary's job to decide, but getting someone high.
Sorry, not accidental. I'd say unavoidable. Unavoidable ones.
There's no unavoidable contact.
Okay. I mean, we're
There's
not going to agree.
unavoidable contact in the sport? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, well, I mean, for the target point where you're going to hit, sometimes it's unavoidable.
No, it's not. It's all about the way you tackle someone.
Well, I think as a defender, a knee to the head by the ball runner is unavoidable. But in terms of as a defender tackling the ball runner, I think you can avoid when you
Always,
hit them in the head.
100%.
But-
100%.
The point is, what I'm saying, the margin of error from where you want to tackle to get the ball, it's so easy to slip up, like hitting the ball and slipping up and hitting them.
Yeah,
in the
like
head.
Josh Maguire's.
But it's still
would-
avoidable if you got them around the legs.
Yeah, if you...
Or if you
Okay.
just don't tackle their fucking chest.
Yeah, but
No shit, if you
that's my
tackle
point.
someone's
Like,
chest, it's gonna go
so much
up.
more of an advantage right now as a defender to tackle around the ball than it is the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
So
So-
that's why I'm saying they need more time to give incentive to tackle around the legs, and then this rule change is fine.
Yeah. I would be 100% on board if this was before we put in the 6 again and made the game very fast. I think, like, 2018 or 2019, if this was put in, this would change... I would be so for it because the
players
speed
don't
of the
run
game...
more though.
But
Like,
it's the
everyone
speed.
knows-
It's
that's
all
like-
about. It's about fatigue. Like,
Well, in the last couple of years, they've reduced the interchanges by 2, and they've introduced 6 agains, and they've taken away like the way you take advantage of penalties. So they actually play the same amount of game time, and they run the same amount.
Yeah,
so
but there's
everyone's
less
saying the
breaks in
game's
play.
got quicker.
it has got quicker.
Well,
It does undoubtedly
the
has
game
got
by
quicker.
duration has not got quicker.
No, the game by
Speed of
speed.
the game.
Speed of the game is
There's no,
undoubtedly
I don't think
got
there's
quicker.
any. The increase in high effort outputs is
No,
higher.
because
No,
the
no,
ball's
no.
going out less.
Yeah.
You can't.
I
run
understand what you're saying, but like
Yeah.
when you're saying the game's gone quicker, like it's just a fact of the matter that the game isn't quicker. There's just slightly less breaks, but they still play the same amount of time. Like there's
Yeah.
still the same amount of time in play per 80 minutes, and per half.
Yeah, but like the rest time you get.
is so much less. Like, and with fatigue, I'm saying comes a lot more mistakes, especially with those big forwards. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my point. You can agree or
Give me a
disagree,
dose on the
whatever.
rule change though. I like it.
Yeah, rule changes.
But how the
finally,
NRL have implemented it's been really poor.
Yeah, you need to be cautious about concussion now. Otherwise, Chuck's going to shoot himself in the head one night
Yeah.
just to end it all, get rid of that one headache.
Yeah, I'm going. Not give me a dose, but that's my opinion. That's why we're here. We're on a podcast.
It's all good. I remember when I used to be wrong and I didn't like it.
Okay. All right. Anyway, we'll move to the hypotheticals.
Do we start with hypothetical 2?
No, I want to comment on.
I don't think hypothetical 2 is making the channel.
So hypothetical 2 is going straight in.
Hypothetical 1. Hypothetical only we're doing today. You're a coach of both the Broncos and Cronulla Sharks. Sorry, I can't read it without
Okay,
laughing.
so the hypothetical one. You're a coach. Hypothetically, you're a coach, and both the Brisbane Broncos and Cronulla Sharks offer you a 5-year deal, same roster, same salary cap, basically everything going forward. What team do you think has more upside at the moment?
Brisbane for sure.
That's a bit, yeah.
With the losses of Coates,
Yeah,
I think, but
if we're talking about the next 5 years, you
do you really think that Adam Reynolds is going to change the
I don't think
scene?
it's Adam Reynolds. It's more, I think, if the junior base that they've got in
Yeah.
Brisbane, the amount of work you can do in 5 years there is, compared to what you can do with Cronulla, is unbelievable.
If you're the coach of-
Shire is a pretty good region
if
for
you're-
growth.
compared
in the
to
contract you're given, they basically they say in your contract you have control over your recruitment. You'd want to go to Brisbane because of the young talent they have. Their issues being their lack of retaining their
retention
young
and
good
recruitment
players.
has been very poor.
I just think when you look at the Cronulla current squad, I just think there's way more upside in the current crop. I understand the upside in like Flegler and Carrigan and Haas and Staggs. I don't think Staggs should play 6. I wouldn't play him at 6.
Well,
Mate.
no, okay. What I was going to say before.
I've had the worst week of my life. That's it.
a lot of concussions. I don't know the stat, but I was just thinking, from what I was just thinking about the game, don't a lot of concussions happen from defenders tackling around the waist? Like, especially when I was thinking, who has the most?
Yeah, like Reid Marnie.
Board corner and stuff like that. All their concussions.
Yeah, but like that's your point.
Technique.
That's I'd say
be getting concussed.
that's tackling. That's wrong tackling technique.
Yeah.
And that's probably the only unavoidable concussion in league.
Yeah.
Is
or in mainly like in most.
especially in junior rugby as well when they have shit tackling technique. Is head on the wrong side. But
Oh,
because
not even
because
the
the
wrong
ball
side.
is such a thing you want to get, the margin for error to get the head, it's
Yeah,
still avoidable.
That's what I'm trying to. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go back to it. So, I look at Cronulla's 30, and I just think at the moment there's way more upside. Get Moylan and Johnson at 6 and 7 next year.
Is there more upside? I think because with Reynolds coming in, the advantage he brings, not on the field, off the field, he can bring in other players. Especially there's talk about Gagai and Sewer coming up. You get Gagai and
Sewer left Brisbane though.
Yeah, but there's word of him coming back.
come back.
But like
I'd
it's one or the other. Apparently,
I'd
allegedly.
be very surprised. It's not common
Yeah,
to say
but my
that.
point is that Sharks don't really have that player that can sort of pull in. You got a Melbourne, you got a Munster, you got Pappenhausen. They can pull players in, saying, "Oh, I want to play with these players." That Reynolds can be that sort of player at Brisbane, and especially with the young talent.
I don't know how often it comes down to that. I'm not a huge I want to play with this one bloke. And in all honesty, I think Adam Reynolds has passed his prime, and it's a bad deal.
I think he's been insanely good for South this year.
Yeah, but you're signing him on a 4-year contract. He's going to be like
Three.
30.
Regardless,
No,
I
it's
think
4.
Brisbane, it's better
There's
than
an option in his
it's a
favour.
lot better than what they're going to get. And I think having I'd say probably third or second best halfback in the comp coming into your side is definitely
definitely
But
third.
just
third best.
as well, Adam Reynolds.
Moses
saying-
fourth. Moses fourth as well.
Saying Adam Reynolds has been great for South is very. It's like you could probably put most halfbacks in the league in South's team, and you get
Yeah, but
very similar results.
No, you wouldn't, because you need an organizer. Cody Walker cannot be an organizer for that team, and you need a good organising half. And there's very few at the moment, and Reynolds is one of the better
Do you
ones.
find it concerning how
Oh no! I
how
think
shit the Sharks recruitment is? How
poor.
No, it's just because
It's poor. It's poor.
because Josh Dugan and Andrew Fafita take up $2 million by
Yeah,
themselves.
Yeah, but how like their Reynolds
And-
situation? It was some random bloke from their board, 1-on-1 to try and influence him to come, and he's gone, "Nah, I'll just go to
It
Broncos
is
on less
weird.
money."
They did
They
did butcher
They
it.
carked it, but
They did.
When I look
If you look at the top 8 teams, tell me if you think all these halfbacks could go to South and get the same result. Nathan Cleary, Mitchell,
go to Souths.
and get the same results. Adam Reynolds has. So it's 1 premiership
Nathan
in
Cleary.
12 years, and 3.
Like, he consistent top 4 is what we're saying.
Yeah, but no one gives a fuck if you make the top
Okay,
4. It's
anyway.
about winning. So Nathan Cleary, Jerome Hughes,
Jerome Hughes, I would argue.
you've skipped
Mitch
someone.
Moses.
I don't
yeah.
think Mitch Moses would get the same
Yeah,
success there.
I reckon he would. I reckon he's a better buy than
I reckon Mitch
Reynolds.
Moses is the best halfback in the comp. So
Sorry?
Ben Hunt.
that was a
The way
hyperbole, but
the way Ben Hunt's played this season and under Wayne, the chance to play under Wayne again. DCE, Australian halfback.
I
And
honestly don't
George
rate
Williams.
DCE at all. George Williams. He's not an organiser.
You don't need to be an organiser.
You
Like,
do,
just can't
especially when you have Cody and Latrell. You have to have one person who's an organiser.
Where's this insight? You have to be an organiser. The team's stacked to the brim of players. You don't need to be an organiser. You just have to get a roll on.
Every team has one organiser at least.
Who's the organiser at Storm?
Jerome Hughes right now.
No.
Yeah.
I think
Jerome Hughes right now.
Well, I think Ryan Pappenhausen's the leader on the field. He makes the shots.
Okay, fine. But Latrell Mitchell and Cody Walker, what I'm saying is are not one of those people who organises.
But what do you... They do, though. What do you mean?
Latrell
They
doesn't
call
organise.
shots on play. What do you mean
That's not
organise?
shots. I'm talking about defensively.
Defensively, the halfback has
Because-
nothing to do with it. Defensively,
yeah.
it's the fullback.
Defensively, it's
It's
mainly
it's
the
every-
fullback.
it's the fullback and
but
the
going
team.
forward. Anyway, that's my argument again.
Are you saying the Sharks have a better 5-year future than the Broncos currently?
I'd be more willing to get on the Sharks with how much cap space they're going to have, and especially if they offload Sean Johnson. That's 3 mil cap
They offered
space.
Sean Johnson $400K. No way he's accepting.
He may be forced to.
I reckon he'll go back to the Warriors.
I reckon he could go to Brisbane.
Nicaragua.
I reckon Sean
Go to
Johnson.
Brisbane.
Sean Johnson.
Yeah, I've heard that. But he wants big money.
Cap space for him.
Probably.
Well, I just got
the
rid
amount
of
of players they've
got rid
fucked
of
off.
Fafita, Coates, and they were all offered big coin, so they've got
And
cash
if,
there.
and if there's word on Sewer and Gagai, they probably have the cap space to
Yeah,
get a
actually,
discount
yeah.
of Sean
That's
Johnson.
true. That's true.
But my point is,
Brisbane.
Brisbane definitely have a better future.
Yep. All right.
Reckon.
Sweet.
See in 5 years.
In 5 years.
Strang, you want that serve or no? We'll go straight into preview.
Oh, we got second hypothetical. Would you rather be...
All right.
Look on the show.
This was by Arjun.
Look on the show.
Okay. This
But
is not.
that's all good and well. But on the show, we don't know.
So which one?
Look on the show, we don't.
Yeah.
No comment there.
We don't give
Well,
Well, we don't condone any illegal.
I mean, this segment's just getting cut. Like, it's just.
I don't have a serve. I've got no serve.
Alright, no
nothing.
serve anyway.
Oh.
We're going to NRL.
Have we skipped something?
No, we do that after.
We'll do
Look at
that
the fucking
after.
run sheet, you
A
kook.
bit excited about the elephant in the room. Chuckers multi.
Alright.
NRL.
That's it.
NRL
Strong, you want
preview.
another vacation or nah, brother?
Let's try avoid talking about the head high stuff in this stuff.
Okay.
Like, just talk about the
Oh yeah, dude.
Purely.
I don't really think it changed the game
Yeah,
too
right.
much.
Okay. Alright, Tigers Knights, first game. Your boys getting up a win. That's
It was a fucking blinder. It
was a good
It was a
game.
good game. Like
The position change?
do stuff.
I did say a while ago I thought Mbar could play 6. I thought he should have played 6 originally at the club, not 1. So I don't know. Dewey's been playing really well, but I think Mbar's on 800k. He's got to deliver. No, I just had pastry good. So no, it was a good game. Dewey, Brooks are really strong, and I don't think the forward pack was amazing, but they did their job. I like it.
The boys are set on their 9. This.
Well,
I think Simpkin will come back into 14
Yeah, I think it's gotta
eventually
be
and play minutes with Liddell.
Yeah, it's got to be sinking in for the future, especially.
But I was so off at people being like, "Oh, Ponga's out, so it doesn't count as a win."
Does count a win. Knights are shit out there.
Yeah. Oh, Knights are not.
Not like I just think you look at the rest of the Knights lineup and it's fucking stacked. Obviously, they've got the injury problems, but they're still stacked.
I mean, when you
There's a lot of- there's a
Kurtman,
lot of
Phoenix, Crossland.
Kurt Mann will be in the State of Origin squad, probably.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Squad, but like he's not going to play.
yeah. He's not going to play over Munster.
No, I mean like even on the bench. I don't think.
Yeah, he's not going to play over AJ. Yeah. Kurt Mann's had a good 2 years, but Fitzgibbon, Saifidi, Brayley, Clemmer, Frizzell, Barnett,
With that forward pack, that should be
Watson,
doing so
Saifidi,
much better.
Sue.
They have
Yeah.
such a good forward pack, and they fail to capitalise on it, which frustrates me looking at that.
Yeah,
team.
I was just impressed with how much Brooks ran the ball, went
Yeah.
224
He's back.
metres, scored
I
try assist. Looked really good. I think it was a pretty dominant display, and if that last try wasn't scored 30-6, 36-12 looks a lot better than 36-18.
Yeah,
Right,
I agree. Good win from the Tigers. A lot of upside, but the problem is
Now
can
it's
they do
just
it week
about
to week?
the consistency.
Consistency.
Well, this week
they've
we've got the Warriors and the Dragons, so it's on the cards, and then we play Panthers during Origin. So there's a chance Panthers are
Warriors,
going to be.
They won't
Warriors
have
are a
too
big game.
many-
If you can turn up.
Warriors are a huge game this weekend. But yeah,
Yeah.
Seagulls, Broncos, 50-6.
Jesus Christ, Tommy Turbo, how good is
That
he?
was a fucking shit game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Those two
was.
sin bins did like sort of set the game off for Manly, make the scoreline a lot bigger. But yeah, Tommy Turbo, mate. I don't think I've seen a player have that much of an impact.
Yeah.
When someone's come back, apart from maybe Jared Hayne 09.
I still think Manly would, like, if we looked at this game at the start of the season, we still would have said Manly fucking thumped the Broncos.
I would have said Broncos.
No.
With no Tommy Turbo. And
I
going
thought-
into the season, before I've seen whatever has happened to Broncos.
I thought it was just really disappointing how the Broncos played coming off last week.
Yeah, especially at Suncorp as well. Like you just, so 50,000 turn up for.
Yeah, they played two good weeks of footy, then just got fucking thumped off the park.
Yeah.
I think Croker's developing into he's slotting into 9 better now, which is good. Even though
They're
he got-
still in drastic need of
Yeah,
a 9.
no.
Yeah, but like
He's not a 9.
Like get rid of Danny Levi and see what comes, because
He
when you
ran-
have Danny Levi at your club, you just don't have a good 9. That's
No,
what you
he
know.
ki-
well, he's at Brisbane have
Oh no, he's got Brisbane, is he?
well no he's already, he's been in
he's-
Brisbane for a while.
Draft.
He's been
Like,
at Brisbane
like
for
loans.
2
Isn't it
weeks.
like a loan?
2 or 3 weeks.
No,
he
he's
came
off contract.
He came,
Yeah.
His first game was for Para, against
Against
Para,
Para.
and we fucked him, and he played pretty well.
Yeah.
And
And
he
he's played like
Played
2
one
or 3
game.
additional games after that, and
He's
then
played 2 games. He got dropped this week.
yeah,
Fair
he's been
enough. I thought he was on a loan deal. Anyway,
But yeah, Croker's been good,
Correct.
and Joshy Schuster.
big fan.
I saw Spark
He's
had him in
been-
his Origin side. I was like,
Oh no.
hang on,
Okay,
He's
yeah.
been
bit too early.
incredibly good at 12.
Yeah.
Like
He's been
really
very
good.
good, yeah.
Extremely good. And I think it's
He's-
just going to be.
He's giving me that Wade Graham sort of vibe.
Yeah, I was thinking Fleety Mateo. That sort of vibe.
Young Wade Graham.
Is
Yeah.
he starting at 6 on the weekend?
No, Cade Cust is, but
I don't mind that.
I'm banking on a late change.
Ooh.
I think a late
To-
change
to
should happen.
Schuster.
Get Schuster at 6 now.
It's
Give him a
almost like
chance.
Schuster, you're almost too big for 6 now.
Yeah.
He has
like
put on
that.
kegs. He
Yeah,
has
it's
put
good on
on
him.
weight. Well, he's put on like proper, like good weight.
I think
Yeah, fat
Sirenin
weight.
could be back.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, next game of the round, Dogs Raiders. That was actually a cracker. That was they're
That was
very
a
good.
Game of the round. 100%.
Close, dude.
No, I reckon it was.
You reckon?
What was better than that? They're all
Oh, I
fighting
mean,
as
watching
far
that
as
Penrith game, that was really, really good to watch.
The
That
Penrith game.
yeah, so good. Like just watching Penrith play, it was so good.
Oh no, completely ruined the contest.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I reckon
There wasn't that red card. Like there was a 100% chance that game could have been a cracker. Yeah, it took away from it.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, I thought Caleb Aikens, shout out to him.
He's played well.
Bit
Finally.
quiet, but
Yeah, he comes through for Supercoach. He got 87 points, mate. Finally, gets me the price ranges raised as well.
Where's he on your?
CDW.
Oh,
You just missed the price rise. He's gone up like 100k.
I wasn't going to get him in, but anyway.
Semi Valame.
Yeah, comes back in.
Get-
Hey, we'll talk
keep
about
him.
Supercoach soon.
Keep him.
in our new Segi.
No,
Oh,
no, I'm not talking about
Oh,
Supercoach.
keep him.
Keep him.
Oh, right.
Keep him in the side. I thought he was real good.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's been good when he's come in. So I think I don't know. It was the win the Raiders needed, but it was against the Dogs and it was 18 to 20.
Are you a fan of Hodgson coming in at lock off the bench? Because I thought he was outstanding.
I don't know. I think Hodgson's time is up at Canberra. Step down. Not many people step
Tommy
down as
Starling.
captain and keep on playing.
Yeah,
Like
I like where Tommy Starling's at 9, especially.
Yeah, but I'm sort of thinking a double package of 2 9s in your side. You can't go wrong.
That's the Harry Graham Brand Smith method. You
Like,
can't go wrong.
I think Para have introduced it this round with Joey Lussick. Joey
Oh,
Lussick coming in.
Parrav's introduced. Right.
So
Yeah.
they've introduced it.
I think that's because Reed's got a bit of a niggle, hasn't he?
What you call me?
Uh,
Reed.
I'm joking. You said niggle. I was making you.
Oh. Oh, right.
Anyway, next game.
hey? No. Hodgson, Papali'i. Might have been out huge losses. But
Yeah.
to be fair, Melbourne have a few outs as well.
And Melbourne would clap him anyway.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Hodgson
yeah.
off the bench was outstanding.
Yeah. Agreed.
I think we shouldn't be surprised if we still see the Raiders in the 8.
Ooh. Yep. Yeah.
And also Flano, he's going to be
He's,
working hard to get back in their side.
I don't know.
Nah, I reckon it's a bit of a
Overreaction.
no overreaction. What's it? Like a no, fuck, I forgot the word, but I think it's just to make him feel like butthurt that he's lost his spot. I don't reckon it's a serious dropping. I think it's one of those like spend a week or two in twos
Reality
and then
check.
come back.
Ones. Yeah. Maybe.
Like a what they did with BJ, sort of.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sort of like you're gonna be there, but you need to pull your socks up,
Yeah.
sort of thing. So I think you'll
quick
get there.
reality check. Yeah, Sydney Roosters v Cows.
These games make me tell you all I think about is winning money.
This is such a good contest. I don't want to bring it in, but Burr's
Sin binning
changed the game completely.
completely.
Tedesco showing that he's
back.
hasn't
He's
lost
back.
it.
He
Why
hasn't
the
gone
you guys
anywhere.
just fucking skip Cronulla versus Souths?
I
Yeah,
did.
you did.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
what?
we'll
I
go
was
this
like,
game.
what are you talking
We'll go
about?
this game. So
Sorry, we'll just finish this game off.
Yeah, so Cowboys, they're still on the rise, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, from
Last few
the
weeks.
last few weeks, they've definitely been improving. I mean, they definitely put a good fight in. Like that match stays 13-13 or what? Yeah, 13-13. That goes down to the wire, that match, and Shrami probably doesn't win his multi, I reckon. 13.
Oh
13
no,
plus.
my multi was in the bank until Satili got sent off. He got sent off in like the 28th minute. Yeah, he got sent off in the 30th minute. It was
30th minute, yeah.
It was not a contest 30 minutes into the game. Like, yeah, the cards definitely changed it both ways.
Yeah.
100%. It swings and roundabouts, so you lose a player though when you're like
He
18
loves
up.
that saying.
Yeah, it is though. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But like, you score 4. What did they score? 4 tries in the first 30 minutes, and the Cows were just getting dominated. So
Yeah.
that's how it goes. And then you look at the tries. They scored 2 tries in that 10 minutes when it was 13-12.
Yep.
And then one.
Yeah, let's move on to the Cronulla Souths. We did skip that game. Again, it was a bit of a topsy-turvy game. Souths definitely should have put that game a lot earlier. What are your thoughts on it, Charlie? I mean, Ben. We'll go Ben first. Charlie's got a mouth.
South cannot defend for shit.
I know.
I'm so confused. Like, really, that game, they didn't score from the 30th minute to the 74th. So it's almost like a game of 2 halves.
Yeah.
Like, throughout it, like, that is so odd. And Souths are much better than that. I think it was a bit of Cronulla, like, finally finding some
They
character
showed a
and
bit of
spirit.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's taken fucking ages. So I did have a scare because that was in the multi,
What
and
was
I
it,
get out of
7.5?
footy, win by 8. I get out of the car, and Nikora scores,
Oh no.
and it's like 8
Yeah,
points. and then they
Cronulla on
score
that
the
little
2.
ambush back.
Yeah. So I did well to come back, but it was dominated by a classier South Sydney outfit, really.
Yeah.
Benji
For
impresses
sure.
at 6 again. Surely
Yeah.
It's a
some
good slap for that
Dalium.
little harbour bridge.
Oh yeah.
Good take by, I think it was Johnson, that try.
How good is Benji's cutouts at the moment? You guys seen him?
I mean, it hasn't like this. He's always been good with that. I mean,
yeah, but it's just kind of freaky. good.
Sammy Walker's up
Sammy
there
Walker's
as
the
well.
best. Got the
Harbour
best
Bridge.
cutout right now.
Up there.
In the NRL.
Cutout pass.
Alright, we're going to watch the South game. Oh, is Benji starting? No, Benji been on the bench. He doesn't have even near
What do you mean?
cutout that Benji does.
Sammy Walker. Are we talking about the same person?
Sam Walker and Benji cutouts.
Yeah, I'm taking Sam Walker every day. He's-
Oh,
Oh,
I don't
you're
know.
kidding, right?
I just said, like, my input was, Sam Walker's got a decent one. I wasn't saying, like,
No,
it's better than
I'm saying
Benji.
He's got one of the best passes, cutout passes in the game.
Yeah, but not even comparable to Benji's.
Very comparable. Benji's.
I've watched Sam Walker's cutouts and not that good. Sam Walker chucks a pretty loopy Harbour Bridge pass. Benji chucks a Harbour Bridge pass that goes about just above your head on a bad one. This could be a ginormous nuffy collage, and I
No,
don't.
it's not.
You want to
I
question
think yours is a
a
nuffy.
great of the game to a 19-year-old?
Who gives
Great
a
of the
flying
game.
fuck?
Ooh, that's
And
interesting.
he's 18, so don't talk shit.
Yeah.
But who gives a fuck?
Anyway.
Oh, I know who.
just- I'm just pointing out there's
I know
good
who was better at 18 though.
Yeah, Sammy Walker.
Let's just see if Sam Walker represents his country at 20. Let's just see.
I mean, New Zealand versus Australia's.
Don't
pretty-
get
Okay,
into
anyway,
this.
we'll get to the next one.
This is a huge nuffy call. Everyone out there, we're going to put it on the Instagram.
Yeah, Warriors
who has a
v
better
Parra.
cutout, Sam Walker or Benji Marshall?
G'day, Sam Walker. I know you're winning. You're my guy, Sammy. Warriors v Parra.
Oh my god, no way. Alright, next game.
Warriors Parra. That's a solid game. Parra again. This is why they're not gonna win a premiership. They just turn off. They just turn off too much in a game.
Yeah, but
They did. They could have taken the game out of the Warriors' hands.
That game shouldn't
Okay.
have been a thing.
I mean, I think it was
in fairness, like, we butchered two, like Fergo dropped one on the line and Maddo
Oh, yeah.
dropped one on the line. Like those two butchered tries.
Yeah, it is. It would have closed the game fair amount earlier.
Yeah. Now that's true.
I wouldn't
That's
say our finishing's been a concern. So,
Yeah.
and I mean that
Nice
that,
moment.
that sort of made the late charge of the Warriors a thing.
Nice little
Oh,
What about
Brad
Ray?
Arthur and
his
I'm not a
son,
big
that's-
sharer
on
on my
Instagram?
story,
Yeah.
but
You
I
gotta
had
share
to.
that.
It was
I
just-
love that moment. He was like crying and shit.
And Brad Arthur
So
was
he-
like
it's good to see.
so emotionless. It's like
No, it was cool.
it's finally some emotion shown out
Yeah.
of Brad Arthur.
What about Reece Walsh? I thought he was pretty shit. Didn't impact the game much.
Oh, I think it's fucking terrible. But I'm joking though. So,
Well, let's just go through Reece's stats real quick. 1 try, 7 tackle breaks, 3 line breaks, and 1 line break assist. He ran for
and this
160
was
metres.
about a half of rugby league
He ran for 160 metres.
in a half. And
And-
but shout out to King Gutho. Chased Reece Walsh down when Reece Walsh had played 3 minutes. Gutho had played 37
All I'm saying
minutes.
is,
Chasing down
if
for
you're
40
18 years
50.
old and that's slow, and you're
No,
next all back,
Judy, you need to play a sport against men. It is so different.
he's slow. He shouldn't be getting called like Gutho. Gutho is so slow.
Dude, you're literally comparing an 18-year-old to a man. A man will win that race.
That's like it depends how much growing he's got. But
Yeah, an 18-year-old. He's literally out of high school by like 5 months.
Right.
Anyway,
Gutho would probably chase Carl down.
no, he wouldn't.
Yeah, probably.
Chase Carl down.
Gutho's
Yeah.
not that slow.
I think there'd be like Carl would probably.
Gutho's not that slow.
He's pretty slow.
He's not.
No, I don't. No,
He's
Judy,
not
we're talking about people running like a like Josh Curran's a top speed at like 34 kilometers an hour.
37.
37. Oh right, yeah. You're not that far off. Like what
Yeah,
an
but even
Olympic
Josh
athlete
Adokar-
runs.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Adokar's Josh Adokar. I mean,
But
Gutho.
why'd you have to bring Josh Adokar into this?
There's a lot of players in that bracket that run like a plus 34.
No way.
Okay, but
Anyway,
back to the game.
Yeah.
Just quickly. That was the most direct power of attack.
that was good. They
And-
especially
Yeah, it was way
first
better.
half, their attack was very good.
I know what it was.
I think Wonga Blake needs to get the fuck
Oh, I
out.
can't wait till Murata's back.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Wanga Blake, but his defensive reading. I don't know if you can teach it or not,
Yeah.
but
He and Blake were poor.
Yeah.
They didn't have good
and
games.
Mitch Moses probably the best game of the
He had
season.
a blinder.
Blinder.
That first half, that
was
first
very
25 minutes was fucked.
I think
I was like,
I'm a big fan of getting a big fan of Mitch Moses now. The more
oh, yeah, I
consistent
like Mitch Moses is the bloke. Fucking gay cunt. Mitch Moses is the player. Love him. He's a gun.
he gets. Okay, don't know where that's come from. Anyway, Melbourne v Dragons.
He's a money hungry dog.
Well, if you want to
Yeah, I
invest in
mean-
property off him, if you want to rent off him, he's not lending you. He's not your tenant. So, Mitch, if you want to lend me a property, I'm all for it.
Anyway, Melbourne v Dragons. Very good performance from Melbourne, especially with a few people out. Jerome Hughes, we said it again, he's a freak.
Nico
Yeah,
Hines,
Nico Hines, I think he's gone off a little bit too early though. with the
Nico
call
Hines.
of
get me out of here.
get me out of here.
I want to play
Jeez,
first grade.
I don't think he's he showed he's good, but I think a lot of fullbacks could have done that job.
Yeah, but what?
Nico Hines
I
a
think-
fucking gun.
I like how he's come out and said that because so many clubs will want him.
Yeah,
So many.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
think,
mate, he's going to get himself like a 600k deal.
Yeah, but that's I reckon that's overpriced
That's
for
a
him.
Bulldog 600k deal.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's-
Bulldogs paid like 650 for Allen.
Yeah. No, that's
and,
that's
and
exactly
Nico
my point.
Hines, I think's twice the player Corey
Yeah,
Allen
no.
is.
So you've literally said my point.
Yeah.
If
Well, the
Power
Dogs
wanted
are-
him, he's going, hey, minimum.
I don't think the Dogs overpaid
Yeah,
though.
but
Dogs paid like a
who's
pretty
gonna
market
pick him
price.
up? Where's he gonna go? Because
shit club.
what's his position? Fullback or 5'8"?
fullback,
centre.
5'8" or halfback. You can put him at halfback.
You could-
You
no.
can't put him at
I like
halfback.
in the spine there. Yeah.
Yeah, he could play spine, he could play centre, he could play wing. He's literally like wherever he's played, he's been good.
But if you're paying, say, 500k for someone, don't you want to know?
Or
That's
for
the
example, Dragons, if they don't re-sign Dufty, you could go to the Dragons. If
I'd
if the
say
Sharks let go of
Dragons will
Kennedy,
re-sign Dufty.
Yeah, I think
this
Dufty's.
hasn't been done.
Quality.
It's been talked about for 2 months now.
No, but
Dufty still hasn't been re-signed.
since he's been dropped by Mary
Yeah.
last year. He's been so good.
Yeah, he's been very
Yeah,
good.
but mate, it's like just a matter of fact.
And we saw when Dufty
he hasn't been signed.
Didn't play
didn't play, like when he got injured, didn't he?
for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
or
with the AC.
Yeah,
joint.
yeah, yeah.
As soon as he came off, you saw a big difference.
I still think Lomax should make the shift to fullback eventually.
something. Oh,
I think he's a bit
that's
too
tough.
talented to waste at centre.
Yeah,
it's
he
not
was-
waste, but
He, was-
like,
he wasn't the best fullback last year.
but he's still only 21.
Anyway, we'll see. Just great performance from Melbourne. Anyway, Titans v Panthers. Last game, Nathan Cleary, three tries, 5
Yeah.
assists or something.
Broke the Supercoach record.
Yeah,
Jesus.
3 tries, 2 try assists,
try
1
assists.
offload, 9 tackle breaks, 3 line breaks, 2 line
Just-
breaks.
and
With
that's
his,
it.
with his
28 points.
Just a
with his
freak.
running game being such a threat, it opens up all these options.
Yeah.
Kicking
Like-
game and just
get-
passing game makes it.
you
Get up.
The only thing that sort of didn't take him over the line, maybe last year before, is that running game. This year, that running game's evolved, and it's Joey Johns like, extremely Joey Johns like, which is
Yeah,
I mean-
the question mark still is how's he going to go
In a
that
big
state of
game.
origin or that grand final?
I mean, like, he's probably still only like the second best halfback in the comp after Lukey Brooks.
okay.
Get out.
Should we do our tips for next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cowboys v Knights.
Knights. Ride 'em hard.
No,
Knights.
I'm gonna go.
Cowboys.
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Cowboys at
Knights.
home.
I'm tempted to bet on it as well.
All right.
Oh, well,
Cowboys at home. Warriors v Tigers. I'm gonna take Warriors in this.
Warriors 1-12.
Tigers.
Cronulla v Shark.
Yep.
Nice. That's what's written down on the.
Yeah, but you should know.
Oh, I don't know who Sharks playing.
Cronulla versus Dragons.
Cronulla vs Dragons.
Who are you tipping?
I'm taking. I'm taking Sharks. Oh yeah, I'm taking Sharks definitely.
I'm almost going
taking
Sharks 13 plus.
Yes.
Almost.
The Dragons side this week is a bunch of nobodies.
It's New South Wales Cup side
Yeah.
almost. And Strongy's going, I was thinking Dragons.
I'm going Dragons.
Oh, no. Like a book. But
Yeah, I think
so
Dragons will win.
Strongy's
Just-
officially just gone 3 different.
full
for the first
strength.
3.
Full strength. Oh, this is my chance.
This is
I'm
the
catching-
chance.
this is the round, I can feel it.
I can turn something here.
But
I've gone all 3 underdogs.
full strength,
Yeah,
it's a close game.
it's a close game.
And Dragons are nowhere near full strength.
All right, let's just roll through these ones. Titans v Bulldogs.
Titans.
Titans.
Roosters v Broncos.
Roosters.
Chookies.
Chooks.
Canberra v Melbourne.
Melbourne.
South v
Oh,
Penrith.
Melbourne 1-12.
Ooh, that's a huge.
Oh no, I just feel
Anyway, South v Penrith.
Penrith.
I'm gonna go Souths with Latrell Mitchell.
The streak's gonna end when they play the Tigers in 3 weeks.
Oh my god, this guy.
It could have.
I'm gonna go Souths. That's my change because I need to make something back here.
Okay.
And then again, Strongy, Parramatta v Eels. It's Parramatta v Manly on the rundown.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I just won't write the entire run sheet for a run next week.
Oh my gosh. Parramatta.
Look, but if you're me, you don't need that run
Yeah,
sheet.
Manly
'Cause
v
you know,
Parra. Manly v Parra. Anyway, I'm gonna go Manly
game of the round.
for sure. Manly.
Yeah, where is the game of the round in that? You see my little explanation? Game of the round equals the shittest game of the year.
Yeah. The game of the round is 100% Titans Bulldogs. I reckon.
Yeah, that's going to be a shit game.
Eels.
Yep.
Danger game.
You going Eels as well?
Eagles, but danger game.
No, I'm gonna
Eagles-
go-
I think Eagles
Like
could
it's,
get
I wouldn't say
upset.
it's a danger game because they're aware of the danger,
Yeah.
and that makes it not dangerous.
I
Anyway.
think if Eagles lose, like, it takes a bit away from their premiership credentials at this part of the season.
Yeah.
Not saying, like, could get to the end of the
Arvo
season.
game
look
at
stronger.
Bankwest, Sevo, book him in. He's got his driver's license and he's driving
Yeah, I saw that.
truck over the
That's
try
so
line a
funny.
few times.
All right. Yeah, I'm going Manly. Chucker, you wanna hit us with your multi before we go into the AFL?
Massive.
Before we forget.
Chuck it in your multi. I believe it is 7 legs, but I just got to...
He's all about the value now. He's all about value now.
Well, I'm 2 from 2, so why stop now?
you
know what I
mean you mean 1 from 1?
I mean 2 from 2, but my other one was $3.50. Alright. Where is she? Hang on. Yep. Alright, so 7 legs, power played
All right.
to $36.
Oh, you shouldn't tell me that. I was gonna do that pricing where like is it $1.40? Anyway,
well, she's value. That's
Oh, you want to hear real value? About to make you a real value one.
all right.
Alright, well, Sydney head-to-head over Freo in the AFL. Port Adelaide at a line of -15.5 over Collingwood. Melbourne
done.
Storm -9.5.
Yes, that's done.
But I did say Melbourne 1 to 12, but I'll backflip on that and go Melbourne 12 plus. Para at -6.5. Roosters 13 plus and Warriors head-to-head over Tigers.
That's a good multi. Actually, that is a very good multi.
This is a great multi.
Oh, let's hear
Are we
it.
got to compete?
This is a
Competitor.
good one.
well-
If this came off, this would be fucked.
This is.
You don't say the odds yet.
No, all I say is,
So the first three got it like really
Johnny-
high.
Yeah.
Johnny, this is showing how much of a fraud Strongy is right here.
Why are you calling it?
Oh, I've done it.
Alright, so this is it. So this is a good, this would be fucking hilarious. Knights to beat Cowboys, Tigers to beat the Warriors, Dragons to beat the Sharks, and then Sydney to beat Freo and Port -19.5.
I'm saying that's $45.
No, that's got to be Dragons 3. I'm gonna go $68.
No, it's 73 without the power play.
Oh!
It's 88 with the power play.
Put it on. Put it on.
I'm thinking about it. If I put $20 on, it's 1.7k.
Penny turned into 2 good weekends.
Actually, I'll just put 20 on the.
If you get a mine, you're having a lovely vacation.
lovely.
Alright, I'll put it on.
Alright.
It wouldn't let me. It doesn't let me cash out on shit.
Yeah. Oh, I realised when you put lines and stuff like -9.5 and then go with the head-to-head, it doesn't let you do cash out.
Oh, so like that you can't. So it just has to
Yeah,
be straight up.
Straight up.
Oh,
Fuck, you could have said that before I placed it.
Sorry, I didn't know you.
he's
Anyway.
got the lack of confidence. Sign of a poor gambler.
Okay, Chuck.
I mean, if the night, mate, the multis like. If we get through Friday night,
That's
I've won
massive.
1.4k. What do you mean?
Like, you're not getting through Friday night.
Jokes
Anyway,
aside,
3
Swans-
rugby
Swans
league
is danger
games.
game.
Anyway, AFL rundown.
Haven't
First
Freo
game of
lost
the
like
round.
3 in the trot, though?
What?
Freo?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Swans may not travel well.
Okay.
First game of the round. Geelong v Saints. I didn't watch that game.
Ben King can't kick straight at all. Bet Australia's James Charles. Speaking of James Charles, would you like? It was segueing hypothetical too.
Did Geelong pump him?
No.
They did not.
St Kilda were up for 3/4 of the match.
Oh, no, I was
They
thinking
didn't kick
Geelong.
straight.
Yeah,
At the at half time, it was 3 goals 11 to 4-2.
Oh yes, I do remember.
Yeah, so it was
They've took some from behind. Is that...
no,
they've
3 goals 11 behind.
Yeah,
I know what
yeah.
you're trying to
what I
get
was
at.
trying to
Yeah,
say.
I know what you're trying
Well,
to
there's
get
some big players in there. Guthrie had another big week on 36 touches, 1 goal, 2 off halfback and wing, 31, and
I wrote some
Duncan
notes
20.
on this. Yeah.
Crouch probably had his best game for the Saints, racking up 28, but then they just couldn't kick straight.
All right. Is this latter set apart from the Swannies for the 8? Is that the
Yeah.
8 apart from the Swannies? The only one that could swap with maybe the
The
Swans.
Swans look better than better than Richmond,
Do you think
and better than West Coast,
GWS could?
and arguably better than Port. No, GWS won't make the 8. GWS have just played well last month and a half after finally
Good on
playing
yeah,
the
but
kids.
then we'll get to that game. I've done some research on that game. Sydney v Collingwood.
Interesting game. First quarter was a real,
Abysmal, wasn't it?
real weird.
Slow start from Swannies.
Yeah, it was a bit of a
Real
slow
slow
burn the
start.
whole game for the Swans. I don't really think they ever got out of third gear, like at all.
No.
Buddy-
Lucky they're playing the Pies. Is all I'm saying.
Well, the Pies played to a good game plan in the first quarter, and then the Swans countered it
Yeah,
from
but
there
I'm
on.
saying if they're playing a top solid like a top 8 team, that
I'm a
game goes a lot closer
I'm a bit-
down to the wire.
Bit concerned Swannies
Oh.
are a home track bully, and that could be the leg that fails my multi.
Yes, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. No,
Swans,
that's not a bad call.
Swans beat Richmond away from home and beat
that was early though.
The
wasn't it?
Lions.
Yeah, but they
at
lost to
Gabba.
the Suns away from
lost
home.
to the Suns away. I think they're
That's-
their
that's-
their record's even
Really?
at home and away.
Oh, fair enough.
Like in terms of how many of them. Well, they've obviously won more at home. I think they played them in that game at home.
Yeah. Anyway,
So I've just
next.
point disproved.
All right. Swannies don't look good at home, is it? No, anyway, next part of it. Anything you want to say on that?
No, I just hope Buddy's plays again this week. They're saying he's going to. It could be a big one. He loves playing in WA, and I don't think there's any very good backman for Freo.
Hawks v North.
Game of the round.
Yeah, I was
Piss take wise.
Yeah.
And then actually.
going into it, piss take.
Yeah. Actually,
not too bad.
Same with the NRL as well.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. North came back from 32 points.
They actually
Hawks were up by 32, and it looks like, oh fuck, North's the best chance of winning
tuned
the game
in for about 10 minutes in that game. I was laughing when I saw Chatty Wingard kicked a really good goal, tries to go celebrate, just rolls over the cameraman on the side there. Was laughing so hard.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was interesting. Probably be the only win North get this year unless they scrape one or two more against a couple bottom 8 teams that don't turn up. I think Simpkin and Cunnington were really good in the middle. Then Aaron Hall came to his own a bit. We've seen him doing the past 2 seasons. So if you can just do it a bit more consistently on the wing and half forward, could be a bit better.
Oh, I forgot to mention, going back to this Sydney Collingwood, what were your thoughts on the De Goey butt squeeze?
Who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
I don't know what's with it. Like, what's wrong with squeezing someone's ass in the dressing? Like, what's wrong with it?
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of a squeeze. I'm a fan of a finger in the asshole when you're in a team huddle or groping your mate's cock.
Clearly, that's like a normal thing in team sport.
Like,
mate, it's a normal thing in my everyday life.
I remember it was Quadra and Adam Zampa in the national anthem.
Oh, that was
going.
That's I don't get what's wrong with it.
That's
like
patronising, basically. That's the word.
Patriotism.
Patriotism.
Patronising is when you like speak down to someone and you belittle
well,
them.
the opposite.
Like saying SBS is I'm joking. We won't get there. What was the next game? Next game.
So talk to Hawks. So I'm worried about Hawks midfield is because they traded all their draft picks to get those players in Mitchell, Amira. They drafted Walpole and McAvoy. They've got a good middle and it's not performing. So it's a bit concerning what the Hawks can do with that. I think the Hawks are in a deep hole of a rebuild, like 5+ years until they see the top 8 again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fucking hate Hawthorn. Dirty pricks. The Q Clash. How good was that game?
Part of the leg.
Part of the leg.
Part of the leg.
Oh, Johnny's in the doghouse.
Yeah.
Alright. So 51 to 124, Brisbane get up. I think it was a bit disappointing. Not what I was expecting from the Gold Coast after a pretty solid month of footy. I mean, considering you hear the story about how Jared Lyons got delisted from from Gold Coast.
No, but go on.
Instead of trading him for draft picks, they delisted him after that for nothing. Brisbane picked him up. Jared Lyons had 37 touches on the weekend and was the most influential player on the ground.
That's massive.
He's been big for 2 years now, so it's a bit of a slap in the face to Gold Coast. But I guess that's what happens when you're like a new side in a base like that. It can happen. We've seen it with other teams as well. But there's not too much on that game. The score could have been even bigger. 19 goals, 10. But it's what you expect from Brisbane. They're kicking into gear at the moment, I think.
For sure. Next game, what a cracker. What an absolute cracker of a game.
Yeah. Gosh.
Freak fourth quarter performance from Dusty. Honestly, that was very good. He sort of just flipped a switch, carried the team on his back. He's been sort of in cruise control. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, he hasn't really been there. Like he just hasn't been in the form that we expect from Dusty.
Yeah.
He hasn't had he's not a big disposal getter, but he hasn't been using the footy well and getting his team in a position. So I think it was it was lucky for Richmond. That's what it was.
Yeah.
GWS's midfield again played really well. Hopper big touches, Kelly, Taranto, Tom Green got rising star after consecutive weeks of 20+ disposals and kicked a goal as well.
I was going to talk about Toby Green getting injured there. They're down to like very little people in their leadership group because I think Canelio is not back for a while.
Oh, are you racist? Do you not like wogs?
Where's that come from?
He's Italian.
Alright. Canelio. I can't say it. Anyway.
Canelio. Coniglio. Oh, no, I'm saying it. Yeah.
Head up now as well.
Canelio.
Anyway, he's not returning for a while, isn't he?
No, so there's some pretty big questions about who's going to take over. I think it may come down to Taranto or Kelly.
Yeah.
But it could also be someone like Himmelberg. But they are lacking experience, and they have been for the last month and a half. So
I was going to also say, there was a bit in that final few minute that Toby Green. If a lot of people saying if that wasn't Toby Green, he would have got a free kick. Is it? Do you reckon? He would.
Yeah, probably. Look, there is umpire bias out there.
Yeah.
It's like, when you play against someone who's going to be the shit cunt, and who's going to who's a nice bloke. You do it enough times, same thing happens with the umpires. So there's definitely a bias against him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just how footy goes. Next week, or when he comes back from his shoulder in about a month,
It's
could
swings
get
and
more
roundabouts.
swings and roundabouts. That's what this potty is called. Episode swings and roundabouts. Whatever it is.
Yeah, I was talking about that umpire. That umpire, 2 weeks in a row, he's stolen the limelight. Week before, he was the bloke who was trying to stand in to see the ball come in that match, and this week he gets his shoulder popped out by Dusty.
It popped out.
Yeah, it dislocated, and they had to go.
what?
It took 15 minutes to get it back in.
Yeah, I was more paying attention to the Port versus Doggies game. That was a crack.
That was a good
first quarter. Dogs come out, looks like they're in cruise control, and
then
then
Port,
Port's not looking too good. Port fight their way back, and they get to a much more even ball game, and the Doggies just kind of kick away.
Yep.
Late in the third quarter and in the fourth.
Little shaky one from Trelaw, getting nutmegged there.
Yeah,
Oh.
some moments that he didn't have his best game, but he's
No.
been playing well. So
Yeah.
it's definitely been a no-brainer of a good trade.
Yep.
They won that.
For sure.
I think there's some pretty big questions over Port's midfield at the
yeah.
moment. They've got a fairly large injury or a mounting injury list of key players. Scott Lycett, Butters, some blokes like that, Dewsma and someone else. And so it's three really key
Yeah.
players in their team. And they're just kind of lacking a bit of grunt in the midfield at the moment. There's a bit of the same with Wines, Boak, Power Pepper, and when Gray when he goes through there. So it'll be interesting to see if they can bounce back in the next couple of weeks. Just losing at home.
Are they playing have they got an easy run in the next couple of weeks? I know they've got Pies next week. They got it.
Let me just look into my 8 ball. They got Collingwood, Freo, Geelong, Gold Coast, Sydney. So 5 winnable games.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. Port's a top four
team.
contender.
Yep.
So you want to see them put in a couple good efforts in there and get at least 3 wins.
Yep,
They probably want
for sure.
4.
4, yeah,
They're
definitely.
but they're probably confident they can get all 5 as well. So I think it's a bit better. I think Port's kind of worked it out after last year. They came out of the blocks really hard, looked like the best team in the comp, and they just didn't pace themselves. So at the moment, it's a big loss, but they'll know the mistakes they made happen when it comes to another top 4 team home or away. They'll know what to do to rectify it. So yeah, it was a good game.
I don't know why I put this in that game, but I missed it. The Brisbane Darcy Gardner trying to get a possession when he was injured, walking off the field there. Did you see that?
No, I can't say I did.
He was getting stretched off by a train, and the ball they were still playing.
He's
and
getting stretched off.
not stretched off. What do you
Hobbled off.
hobbled off? And the ball was coming through, and someone's trying to pick it up with a handball, and he's trying to kick it while the trainer's holding him on the
good on
ground. Yeah, it was pretty.
That's what builds character. Bit of a character builder.
Anyway, I don't know why that was on Dogsport, but that's definitely not where it should have been. Next time around, Essendon Freo. Did not see it. Chuck, you were meant to be on this game anyway. I didn't know what happened. Chuck, you wanna?
Don't know what happened.
It was a bit of a battle in the midfield. We saw again that Hines been really good for Essendon. He's been huge. He had 31 touches. So he's looked like he's the move back to the Bombers, because he's in the Bombers VFL system's kind of revitalised him in a sense, and they're paying him $250K less than what Adam Sard wanted.
Right.
But then Darcy Parish is just having a huge season so far. 39 touches in the goal. He's been sensational. Hebble's back, playing some good footy. McGrath. So it's the same players chiming in. I mean, Merritt was a bit quiet. But it's a good gutsy win. It's still the same thing with Freo. You don't really know what Freo is going to turn up at the moment. So you just kind of have to take what you get. And it's similar with Essendon. They've got a game plan that they want to play to, so they just need to keep executing that, and they did this week.
Right, for sure. Next one, Demons v Blues. Again, Chuck has chucked me on the bus here.
It was there for the taking from Carlton.
Yeah.
I think Carlton definitely had the chance to really take it to Melbourne. It'll be consecutive weeks where they're taking it to a top 2 team, really. And I think they probably missed their chance a bit. There's still some pretty big questions over Cribber. I know he's had 27, but his influence on the game's just not the same.
Yep.
So, I don't know. David Teague really didn't put a line through a possible injury, saying he doesn't know if he's getting injections and he doesn't think he's been injured. It's like, mate, as you're a head coach, of course you know.
Yeah.
So people are saying maybe that's a bit of a whoosher tactic. John Worsfold, who came over from Essendon as a football manager, or
Yeah.
in some role or another.
Right.
He used to do that a bit, throw smoke where there's
Yeah.
where there's
When
fire.
it's- yeah.
So yeah, but Melbourne continue to press their case as probably the favourites for the competition. Good to see Salem have a big week. Clayton Oliver continues. I think he may start to take some votes off Christian Petrarca.
Yeah.
I love Oliver. I think he's one of the best contested ball winners in the comp. So he's a huge weapon that they have.
Interesting.
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 I don't know what she's saying. Last game around, West Coast v Crows. Tom Sheed started for striking. What's your opinion on that one?
I would have to watch him do the strike.
Anyway, alright.
You're asking me, have I watched all 9 AFL games and all 9 NRL?
Yeah, no, anyway.
I do watch AFL when I can.
Alright. I mean, West Coast, solid week.
I watch AFL when I can. As well.
I was just like, I watch the NRL when I can.
Yeah,
I
anyway.
watch the Swans game, watch the Tigers game, and
Yeah,
whatever's there.
no,
I
that's fine. It's fine. I thought I was just, just bouncing around. West Coast,
Tim Kelly's been
solid
good.
effort.
So, and then Jack Darling had a pretty big game as well.
Yeah.
So, look, 76 to 106.
Talking about nutmegs, Jack Dowling. Do you see that one again? Oh yeah, obviously you didn't say it. In the highlights. I don't know if you saw it midweek.
Oh, did you see minute 21.45 when number 3 tackled 7 and
No,
fingered his
no,
asshole? No, I didn't.
He took a mark like 10 meters out. Just
Oh yeah,
just
and he
outside-
tried. Yeah, I did say that
and
banana.
he
Yeah,
nutmegged it. So you did see it.
yeah. Well, it wasn't. Yeah, I thought it was it touched off the touch.
No. He,
Oh well, it was a pretty fucking retarded goal. It was like 10 metres out to the
Yeah,
left.
no, it's clean nutmeg as
That
well.
was pretty weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I think West Coast probably got a bit of building to do.
Yep.
I think they're still in their window. They're just doing a bit of a reset. They'll win the next 3 games against GWS,
Yep.
Essendon, Carlton, but then it's Richmond and Doggy. So we'll see how they go there. I mean, Richmond game in 4 weeks could be a cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a real
Is that at
good one.
home for them?
Oh, look, I've got no idea, brother.
Anyway, we'll go to the tips. Chucko, you can
Contribute?
Yeah, you can go. Brisbane v Richmond.
Or close one, but I have to say Brisbane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna wait at home.
I'm gonna go.
No, it's Brisbane at the Gabba.
Brisbane v Richmond. I
Oh,
said.
okay. Well, yeah, Brisbane.
Brisbane. All right. Carlton v Hawks.
Carlton.
Carlton,
yeah, Hawks
convincingly.
yeah.
Carlton are on the up. Hawks
Under,
sort of.
down massively. Geelong v Gold Coast.
Geelong.
Yeah, Geelong easy.
Crows v Demons.
Demons by a fucking mile. Crows.
Demons.
Oh yeah. Jeez,
Demons
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 by
are undefeated. Yeah, I heard.
Mate, oh, you think I didn't know that?
You don't know
I've got a TV. Man. I've got a TV. Well, you can't read, but you've got a TV, so I don't know. You joined up.
Bulldogs v Saints.
Doggies.
close
I think
one.
it'll be an interesting game though. It's a bit of a clash of.
Yeah.
The styles are really
Saints.
similar.
Yeah.
They're both huge downward skiers, can overpossess the footy, and I think it could be a good game.
I'll say dogs, but
Dogs.
So you
yeah,
still-
Dogs
you
1 to
still gonna pick
34, 1 to 39.
Yeah. Fremantle v Swans.
Swans.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Your call of a home track bully?
Yeah, but I have to back them.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, Sydney.
Giants v West Coast.
West Coast.
Highs v Port.
I'm saying Giants, by the way.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it could be. It could be a bit of an upset.
That's not a-
Sunday,
not a
Sunday
bad-
1:10 game, really prime time. You can see they've put that in the schedule on purpose.
Pies v Port. Surely
Port.
Port.
Yeah.
Port.
What's up?
And last one, Essendon v North.
Game of the round. I've got it. Game of the round. That is a shocker.
That is
Essendon.
not-
Essendon.
Okay, I don't know. Carlton versus Hawks could be the worst game of the round as well.
It's a battle. It's a good doubleheader for if we're looking for game of the rounds.
Yeah, there's a couple game of the rounds there for the AFL.
Yep.
Love to see it as well, just quietly.
Yeah.
Game of the round. Fuck.
Last 2 segments. We're on the home stretch, Chuck.
Oh,
We're on the home stretch.
Alright, well, we're back where I can provide some
Alright.
valuable
Ginny
input.
goes global.
you
Explanation.
can't provide inside of you. You should just read the explanation.
Last week of the Premier League. This week, race for the top 4 tons and.
Well, Man City are confirmed.
Yeah, but I'm going to give a shout out to Liverpool. Allison scoring the 93rd minute with a header. 95th minute. First Liverpool Liverpool goalkeeper in 130 years to score.
Wow.
and they
stat man.
keeps their title race alive.
Yep.
I have Google as well.
I want to give a big shout out to that Chinese businessman who bought.
From what I've heard, he bought a club so his son could play.
Yeah, and his son is a big old tupster.
Oh. Really?
Too many dumplings.
Too many of those samosas.
Oh, that is.
Is it like a professional club?
Yeah, I think it's a Division 2 team. Yeah, that is all time. And I want to give a big shout out to Leicester winning the FA Cup over Chelsea in a thriller. They did lose this morning, but yes, thriller. Shout out to Leicester, especially after the Super League stuff for Leicester to win a trophy. That's good.
Yep.
F1 goes to Monaco this week. Historical.
Fuck, that's massive.
Okay, you boys. Okay. Also not.
Was it not? I don't know. That could be awkward. Imagine if you're just talking.
Oh no!
That would be so funny. The whole AFL segment, Jordan speaking to himself. Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Oh, I can't even check it now. Oh, no,
Okay, no, look at that way. Okay.
This has been a shambles.
You just need to fucking charge the cameras.
Oh no, this is cool time. Anyway, yeah,
Can you hear me?
yes, okay, we can hear you.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, you know what would have helped if that was on like that?
Oh, just quietly, we should really, like, you know how we should start setting timers on our phones for like 18 minutes and we do like a segment in 18 minutes or 2 segments in 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're going to keep like losing it. It doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Anyway,
Took us a while to work that.
Second golf major this week. I know you can put some input in.
Yeah, well,
Kiawe Island.
the ocean course.
Kiawa Island held the PGA
Wait,
Championship.
what did you say? Kiala?
Kiawa.
Kiawa. Ocean course.
Kiawa?
And it
Or
plays...
Korea?
It's a long course. Long track.
Longest course in major championship history. 2012, Rory McIlroy wins the week before and then goes and wins the PGA Championship. What's he done? He's won the week before the
Yep.
tournament he's played.
Yep.
Will he go on and win?
And it was a pretty good story about his neck. Bit of drama there.
I did say
Yeah.
that last week. Wednesday afternoon, injured. Thursday. If he said he has Thursday morning tea time, he's not playing, and he goes on and wins after Thursday afternoon. It's a massive championship. It's very closely contended. I'm gonna go. You know, I'm backing Rory in for a win this week.
Aye.
What do you reckon?
I don't know, like
Bryson?
Rory. Well, I can't
No.
say no to Bryson.
Yeah.
Especially last tournament he had a shit ass start,
Yeah.
and then
Came back.
came back. He didn't like come back, but he
He
came
showed
back alright.
showed something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with the course,
for the second.
with the course playing long,
Yeah.
it does play into Bryson's hands a bit. But
Oh no. No, I did. Because I tested it. I could heard you in there.
Alright, yeah.
yeah, but Rory's back in form, which is dangerous.
Dangerous.
And
And then
then Tiger, how do we think he's going to go?
my team.
Yeah, he fucking crashed his car.
Oh, no,
Racking up,
okay, good.
racking up
I thought you were
opioids in
joking.
a rehab facility, mate.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
under the influence of something
He's
there.
cocked it. NBA Finals kick off. They've done this weird thing where they're going.
No, they had it last year.
They didn't have.
Yeah, they did.
They did not have
The
7
playing tournament.
The 10th, 7v10th.
The playing tournament.
Yeah, they didn't have it last year.
Yes, they
didn't have
did.
the
They
same
introduced it
kind of
last year.
team. No, because they had
They
cut
introduced.
teams.
Well, it wasn't 7th 10th, but there was a playing
Yeah, I'm
tournament
saying-
last year
yeah,
for
but-
finals. That's
yeah,
what
but
they're
now it's
saying is weird.
7v10th. No, because the play-in was because of COVID, and now they actually
And they've
have
just kept.
shorted
Yeah,
it.
but they've just kept the playing.
Okay, all right. Jeez, I'm just trying to let the viewers know what's happening.
Who's favourite?
I think Golden State will get out of there.
You reckon?
Beat the Lakers. Not a fucking chance. Oh, I thought you were saying favourite to win.
Oh, not to win.
Yeah. You know that.
Are you talking about? Aren't they in that little tournament thing to get in?
Trini, you should know this.
Aren't they
You're
seventh?
kidding, right?
Aren't they seventh?
No, they were the last seed in the West, and they're playing the Lakers in the playing tournament to then get it to then go play.
Aren't they tenth?
Golden State Warriors are shit.
Okay.
What? What are you?
I may have written something wrong down here then.
Oh no, it can't be as bad as Serena Williams. Oh no, Ash Barty's going to break the record.
Yeah, that was on Clay. That was on Clay. I was not sure.
After 14 wins, she's about to.
Oh, okay. Warriors are 8th. Yeah, they're playing the Lakers. At 7th.
There's other games.
Yeah, I know. Grizzlies v Spurs. Not a chance. Mate. It's going to be Warriors or Lakers to make it in.
Yeah, no shit, they're playing each other.
Yeah, and it's going to be Warriors.
No.
Steph Curry. He's my guy. He's averaged 32 this season. 5 and 5.
Mate, he averaged good points last year when he played and they were still trash. He's just been more. I don't know. No, I don't. No. No.
He's leading points per game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's also the point guard and he shoots threes from everywhere. Yes, they're the 8th seed, but they just play. They just play the Lakers, then the winner goes through, and then it's just playoffs.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway,
Wait, did you not know that?
No, I did, but don't worry. Last segment, the dose exchange bought in. Your segment. You wanna bring it
Yeah,
in?
so he was on AFL Exchange potty. So like, just for the viewers, pretty straightforward. Imagine like every sport and club and ideas.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you were talking because that's how the audio looks. So there's no drop offs.
Oh,
Which is good.
well, it could have just. All right, but okay, we do need to explain it to the viewers.
Yes. Do we?
Well, I don't know. Do we?
I don't really know.
I don't even know. So yeah.
Oh, alright, so explain it for the viewers. Like, it's basically like a a fake stock exchange. Like, you don't actually keep.
Yeah,
Like, keep anything.
is it
Or like
keep
it's just like weekly. No, like you don't
Oh,
keep
so
the
it's not-
ideas.
It's not actually the stock exchange.
I explained it to you today on the chat.
No, but I was just confirming it's not actually the stock exchange.
Chuck, you
just a
can't,
disclaimer.
you can't
It was a
spell your
disclaimer.
name without your mum's help, and you're criticising me on my fucking knowledge of the stock exchange. Know your fucking lane, and go back to preschool, you kid. So you get how it works.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All
Any
right.
buys? Would you have any buys this week? Or holds or sells?
I'm buying Albert Kelly.
Ooh.
I think he's gonna.
You think he's gonna go well?
I think he'll go alright.
I'd be staying away from that fat man.
I'm buying Jake Trbojevic
Yeah, he's been good.
It's not a bad
because his 3-round average has been in the 70s, and with Turbo back, he's attacking stats.
shot. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So I'm buying Jake Trbojevic
Right.
with Turbo back.
Yep.
His 3-round average is 72.5.
Yeah, but it's not based on Supercoach. It's just like generally, you fucking idiot. Do you realise that?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
No, it's not Supercoach based.
Not super coach face.
Oh, you bringing Jake this week?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
What's
It's
buy-
Why would I
Oh.
bring in Albert Kelly?
What's buy, hold, and sell then?
Well, it's just like you're in the stock.
If they were a stock.
Based on the week, if they were a
Okay, can we
stock,
start
would you
again?
buy them?
All right,
Yeah.
start again.
Okay, so
buy.
basically, so we've got a new segment this week, boys, for all our listeners out there.
Seriously, with the headphones on.
we bought headphones
Yeah,
so we
no,
could. Okay, so basically, new segment this week, we got like buy, hold, sell. So like hypothetically, player plays well, you'd buy stocks in them.
Yeah.
But you don't have to keep track of it. But you could if you want. You say like, oh, I'm going to buy a shit ton of stocks in this bloke because he played well, and next week go shit. May want to hold him, may want to sell.
Easy.
But you can do it with like an idea, like a competition, something like anything
Anyway.
based on the weekend. So
Okay.
I'll kick it off. I would sell the fuck out of my shells in shit. I would sell my shares in Fergo.
Do you reckon?
Blake Ferguson is so trash. Like, if I was Power, I'd be getting rid of him.
But
Or
I
selling him
think
bottom
the
dollar.
amount of
Because if he was a stock,
I'd hold
these
him.
next 2 weeks,
I'd hold.
you got Wanga, and his
Yeah.
share value decreases.
You want to buy him low?
When Murata's back, he's a buy.
Pops
So
up.
I
I reckon he's a hold.
he's a buy in 2 weeks.
Or is it
No,
hold?
I think he's
Or is
gonna
it
get.
hold,
I reckon
yeah.
he's gonna
Hold
get
now.
kicked by the Eels this year.
Anyway,
we won't re-sign him, but
my buy
Yes, it
is.
is.
I'm changing it. I was gonna say Albert Kelly originally, but now I'm gonna go Jerome Hughes. Jerome Hughes is my buy.
Yeah, Jerome Hughes is pretty. Jerome Hughes good buy. I got another sell while we're at it. Last 3 weeks, Jerome Luai, his
been very
stock,
average.
his stock for Origin, I reckon may have
no
gone.
way.
No,
No way.
no, not average. Like I don't know.
He was on a really good path and sort of just plateaued a little.
Yeah, he has plateaued a bit because, like, I think when he was playing really good footy, it was when like Cleary, he missed a game.
No.
Oh, Jerome just took.
He missed the game against Storm.
Yeah, he missed the game
do you
against
want
Storm.
dinner?
No, I got dinner at home. Thank you though.
No dinner?
No thanks.
No. My mum said order a pizza, but no.
So my uncle's down from Queensland, so I've got to get home, phone a chef.
Yep.
Anyway.
So basically, I'd say going into like a couple of weeks ago, Jerome Luai's stocks were the highest stocks for a 6, because the other 6s hadn't been that good. Cody had played well leading up to Jerome. I think Jerome and Cody now, it's a bit like they've both played probably 4 or 5 really good weeks of footy.
The problem is Cody hasn't been at 5/8 as much as he wanted to. He's been at fullback.
I think there's a bit of him making that decision though as well.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big shift. Wayne would have asked him, like, do you actually think you have the tank to do it? Like, do you back yourself one-on-one? I think
it's because Marshall's there. Like, that was the most logical option for them.
So I think I'd be holding my shares. Why do I keep saying shells? It's fucking. I'd hold my stock in Jerome Luai leading in the next couple of weeks before Origin. But I think you got to buy in the future.
My buy?
Yeah.
Tyrone Peachey.
Why, mate? He's just going to get relegated to the bench soon.
I think he has been outstanding for the Titans, shifting him to lock.
Or would you have him in the State of Origin squad?
No.
Because when he was in the Origin squad, I loved it. I thought he was like the perfect
I don't think he should be in
utility.
the
Is
Origin
Tyrone
squad.
Peachey Queenslander?
He's in New South Wales.
Oh, that's a nuffy call.
Oh, you're kidding, right? Oh, he played Origin.
Did he play Origin?
He's played a fair few.
Yeah.
Tyrone Peachey.
Yeah.
Tyrone, yes.
Tyrone, yeah.
And I'm buying stocks in him as a lock.
Buying stocks, I'd rate that. Yeah.
Because he's been
do you
very
reckon he
good.
leaves? Do you reckon he leaves? Go play 13 somewhere else?
No, because he'll stay at 13 for Titans.
No, Tino's going to play 13 the rest of the season.
But he's been playing prop the...
Tino's a 13, mate. He's signed to play 13, not prop.
No, he's named it 13 because Tyrone Peachey's suspended.
Yeah.
It's the only reason.
I think
Strongy had
I didn't check TLT for every single team. Some of us actually do things with our afternoons, like work, Chuck.
You work every afternoon.
I work every Arvo.
No, I'm just saying like uni.
Oh.
You coach a bunch of games, Chuck. Let's not get too ahead.
Talk about uni work. We know who doesn't do uni work in the night. That is, I still can't get over that.
I
How
worked
do
till 7 o'clock last night. That's the latest I've
Oh
worked.
my god! How? What do you,
I've already finished one. I already finished my marketing course.
Who gives a...
I've got 2 exams left and 1 assignment.
anyway,
And I've almost finished the assignment.
was that
It's
the
due in 2
segment we were
weeks.
done with that segment?
Well, has anyone got any more buyers, holds, or sells for players? Well, I'd be holding my stock in Magic Round, the idea, but I was really off it. I wasn't really off it. I just think it was a bit of an ordinary idea, but I'd like to see it expanded. So
I'm buying Magic.
Definitely buying.
Yeah.
Any other ideas? I'd be holding my stock in Lance Franklin. He's pretty fucking underwhelming
So
on the
is
weekend.
wait, is this segment just everything? Buy, hold, and sell everything?
Well, anything you think.
Alright.
It's in the fucking cooking doc.
I thought it was just NRL.
I think it's a
No, anything.
stupid segment. But we'll go on.
We'll wrap it up there. Can we see it?
Buying Palestine. No, joke.
I'm buying the stock in Bill Cosby. Fucking.
I'd buy
we're
Jack
wrapping up.
Arthur.
Yeah, alright.
No.
We'll wrap up on that.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good. He was pretty fucking good.
Thanks-
We
thanks
should
for
talk
listening,
about that
guys.
more. He had a blinder of a game.
Nah, he didn't have a blind. He was just solid.
Pretty
Alright,
fucking
I'm
good,
stopping.
David.
We're done. Good.
Alright.